listening to people talk about how Brewer played last week. It almost kind of sounded like Logan against Boston College last week.
It makes you sick to your stomach. If you take out 3 plays, he played his best game without a doubt here. He graded out the highest he's ever graded out. He was 72% completion percentage. That's the quarterback position. Now, you can play your rear end off, and if you don't protect the football, you look like a goat. And if you do protect the football, you guys would have been talking about how great he played. He was 72% completion percentage, 50-some-odd% on 3rd down. But that's the nature of the business. That separates people saying you played really bad and people saying you played really good. I mean, at the end of the day, you take out those 3 plays, he played his best game. But that's how this position works. That's how this position works. You protect the ball, normally good things happen to you. You don't protect the ball, and normally we're having these conversations.
Is that what you tell them after you review? You know, obviously you review the mistakes, but then you tell them just shut all the stuff out.
Yeah, you have to. I'm brutally honest. Week 3, he did not play well. Did not play well. Week 1, he played well. Week 2, he played well. Week 4, he played well, minus the 3 plays. And you got to get rid of those. You know, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter. I can sit here and say he played his best game if you take out those 3 plays, but we can't take out those 3 plays. So you're fighting against the urge, and the urge is whenever the great ones can protect the football and make decisions whenever everything else breaks down. And that's, you know, at times he does that really well, and he didn't do it 3 times last week.
I know as a coach you're probably never pleased with where the offense is at, but do you feel that this offense has an identity? Are you encouraged by the identity of the offense at this point?
If we can run it a little bit better. If we can run the ball 60 more yards a game, you would be absolutely pleased, because you're right around 250 yards throwing it and 200 yards rushing it. You'd be jumping up and down. So we just need to run the ball better and protect the ball better, and obviously get rid of these crazy turnovers or penalties, to say the least.
Have you identified what caused some of, you guys have been really efficient in the red zone first few games, what some of the problems might have been this past week?
We had a couple missed opportunities where we could have made a play, and we've been making those plays. I had a bad call down there on a 3rd down. They fire zoned me when I was in, it was 95% man coverage in that scenario, and they didn't play man coverage. It was down here when we threw the ball out to Cam. They fire zoned us. It was a man look, and they changed it and zone pressured us and played 3 deep, 3 under, and would like to have that call back. So that call, and along with a couple opportunities to make a play, would have probably changed the red zone efficiency. So I'll take that. They got me there flat. You know, it was a good adjustment by them, I should say, because they were high priority man coverage in that scenario.
It's one thing to lose back-to-back games, which has got to chap you, I'm sure, but to lose them the way that you have, you know, final drives, that kind of thing, giving up yards. This past weekend, great.
Well, this past weekend, I mean, and this offense is a pain to tell. You know, the disappointing deal was the 4th and 16, and the other touchdown. But I will say this: you hold this group to 2 touchdowns. Defensively, we should win the football game. You know, when it's all said and done, and that's that's the bottom line. We got to protect the ball. We got to quit. Too many penalties. You know, we've got to finish. There's no doubt about that. But there's a lot of factors that go into just a couple plays in the game. You know, and but we've got to clean those things up. And in each of those scenarios, it's just not very good technique and fundamentals. Which is we've got some guys that are playing a little bit. And Kendall got beat on the inside. He really played well all day, and he got beat on the inside on that last drive that set him up to get him in real good field position, which. Obviously, he took that very hard, which you like from a coaching standpoint. That hurt him, so you appreciate that. But hey, we're just fighting, and doing. The kids are trying to do the best they can, and we just got to, keep plugging through, when it's all said and done.